So I will not be giving any presentation. I thought it will be an evening session, so I'll just have a talk about it. My discussion would be in two parts. First, I'll talk about Max Pupa as an organization, and second is I'll talk about, based on my experience, I have been in this industry and how is it related to a long-term gain. On the first part of it, Max Pupa is a venture which started in 2009. I was fortunate enough to be part of the core team, and what we did was from day one, we were able to leverage from the experience of other insurance organizations in health, in non-health, which is in general insurance, and we started with the philosophy saying that we will have a integrated system available. We will try to get an automation in place, and we will ensure that to an extent feasible, we'll do a paperless work. And hence we resulted into one centralized system which does the entire thing for a customer, starting from a journey to a login till the time the individual comes and claims for a service which he has been asked for. So that means from a customer perspective, it's a data which is entered only at one point, and that's the data which is utilized throughout the system, whether it is an enrollment or a complaint or a claim or any kind of an investigation which needs to be done. So that's one part of the story. The second is that as a principle, as a philosophy, we tried setting up an infrastructure which is all in-house. So we do not have any services per se as an organization which is being handled by a vendor, whether it is enrollment, whether it is claim processing, or whether it is providing any services to a complaints or a queries. So Max Pupa per se runs a business which is completely in-house. The third part which we could leverage is from the Bupa experience. Bupa is is a UK-based health insurance organization, and we were able to leverage a lot from Bupa per se, their experience in terms of what all needs to be done. And hence, after almost 18 months of operations, what we are trying to do is we are trying to move from a reactive approach to a little proactive. And I'll just dwell on that in my second part of the discussion. Right now, the way the insurance is being visualized, if I talk about customers, and I have spoken to n number of customers in last 7 years while working with the health insurance segment, when somebody is planning for it, I'm sure there are a lot of people who can afford to pay for the insurance, and I'm talking about the urban part of India, not about the rural part of India. But when it comes to planning it, probably health insurance planning comes as the least. The reason being, and the way I have heard the feedback is, the reason being that we do not feel that this is giving us any kind of a gain. If you allow me, I'll just relate it to saying, let's assume I put in a money in a bank under a fixed deposit. What I expect is that there is an interest rate which is attached to it, and after certain period I'll get X amount of money back. So I always relate it back saying, what am I doing or what am I getting it if I put in this money? Now, that's a mindset with which we in India run a health insurance, because when you ask for an insurance cover, the the first thing which comes to mind is, if you're talking about a younger population, and India is one country where the younger population percentage is pretty high, people, they feel that I'm not sick, and hence why do I need an insurance? And if you're asking me to put a money into an insurance, what is the gain which you're trying to give it to me? So when I read this topic saying what is a longer term gain which people they look from a health insurance, the way I visualize it is two parts. One is a indirect and second is a direct. Let's see what is an indirect gain which I get it from a health insurance. Insurance per se is covering you for a risk. It's providing you an advantage, saying if there is a medical episode which happens, there's somebody who will pay for it. So indirectly I get a gain saying somebody is there to pay for it. But if I just go into a certain activities which we do it as an insurance company. Let's assume there is a gentleman, 45 years of age, and I'm just using this as an example, 45 years of age, want to take up a plan which is, let's say, a 20 lakh plan. Now, if an individual goes through a health checkup, there have been n number of instances and n number of episodes when this gentleman gets to know about a lot of things which person was not aware about it. Because per se in India, we are not used to an environment wherein we go through an annual checkup, or there is an annual regular checkup exercise which is there, or I am cautious about my health and hence I want to go for it. There are a lot of things which a person gets to know about it. So what an insurance per se has given you is, one is giving you a medical cover. Second, what it is doing is it's letting you know that there are X number of areas which needs to be observed. I would not call it as a disease, I would not call it as a condition. Let's take a simple example. Somebody being diagnosed as an hypertensive. Do I call it as a disease? No. Somebody is hypertensive, if somebody is taking a medicine, is a medically controlled hypertensive scenario. Now, in this scenario, there are certain preventive actions which needs to be done. Hence, we as an organization, with the same psychology, what we are trying to do is we are trying to move into more as a wellness in a partner program, which really means if I get to know about your condition, I have your health data available, how can I proactively use it and provide you those wellness covers? The second type of services which comes into a long-term gain is there are caring services which are specific to a critical diseases. Let's assume there is a critical disease which gets identified. What an individual would look for is not just a medical cover. That means how am I covered when I get hospitalized? What a person looks for is a lot of alternate medicines like Ayush care somebody spoke about in the last session. Now those kind of services is what people they look for. Now these are caring services because somebody suffering from a critical disease needs to go through certain additional care which needs to be done. So that's another gain which an individual could get it from a health insurance per se. If you really talk about a direct gain, although it is not very popular in India and I'm sure it will come into India as well, which is a health saving account, wherein over a period of time the money which you put in into an insurance, let's assume if somebody reaches the age of 65, when your income is less, when your earning capacity is less, can I utilize my money to cover myself for an insurance? That's a very, very broad level concept of a health savings account. And I'm sure health insurance per se, based on what we get it from an IRDA, from a regulator perspective, can contribute there. So if you visualize it and based on my experience, I can confidently say that there are more indirect gains which you have it from an insurance rather than direct gains, and that's how we differentiate from a life perspective. That's all I have to say. Thank you.